Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sabah and in today's video I am going to be sharing with you guys behind the scenes of my YouTube filming. So if you guys would like to know the gear that I use and how I film, then just keep on watching. So for the longest time I have been obviously filming and using different gears over the years. I've been filming for about 6 to 7 years in total, if not more. That's when I actually initially started, and now it's the time when I am actually taking it seriously. Before I used to just do like odd video here and odd video there, because I was never like serious about it. It was just like a hobby. However, now I would like to do it like more frequently. Now that I live by myself, I do have more time and I do have the space to do so, and I just thought, why not share with you guys the equipment that I use, because over the years I have been actually looking on YouTube and trying to look what different YouTubers actually use, and I actually found it really difficult to find equipment of like YouTubers that I really like, because they would not share it. They would just, for some reason, they would like to keep it as a secret. However, now I am at that stage where I have the things that I really love, and I love the video quality that I get from it, and I thought, why not just share it with you guys, so that if you guys are newcomers or trying to up your game, or just make your video quality really good and just crisp and clear, then this is the gear that you need. So I am going to be switching off from this DSLR camera to my vlog camera, so the quality might not be as great. However, I'll be able to share with you guys what I have behind the camera and what camera I'm actually using. I have currently switched over to a vlogging camera at the moment, just to be able to show you guys the equipment that I use. So we are going to begin with my lighting. So when I turn it around, it's probably going to be a bit too bright for you guys, but I'm just going to turn it down a little bit so you guys don't get blind. So I've turned the light down a little bit. So this is the light that I use. My filming setup is so simple, just because I went on the Carly Bible YouTube channel and I saw what she uses, and I was really impressed with the minimalistic stuff that she goes on with filming, because you know what, I don't have the space and I don't actually like having too much clutter. I used to have 2 box lights and I was like, you know what, it's taking too much space in my room, and this light actually provides the same kind of lighting that you would get with soft boxes. I personally think so. So this is the angle that you guys see me from. So the light that I actually use is the Yongnuo Light YN300 number 2, and it has settings around here as well, so which you can use. However, I use a remote control, which I'm going to show you in a second. So it goes up to a very like highlight, so you actually switch this on from here once you switch the button off. So it makes a huge difference. I'll just switch it off for you guys. Look, that's off and that's on. So it makes a really big difference in what you guys see. So for my lighting, that's what it is. It also comes with a battery. It doesn't actually come with a battery. You have to actually buy this separately. So you go on, I'm going to actually link everything down in the comments bar below, in the description below, and it's going to have the batteries from Amazon as well. So I purchased this from Amazon as well as that. It comes with a charging port, like a charger where you can put in like 2 batteries. So I bought this one because it lasts very long. Since I actually bought it, I never had to charge it, so it's probably going to die on me anytime. I shouldn't just jinx it at the moment. So yeah, these batteries last very long. However, they do take a long time to charge as well, not to forget, because I've seen reviews and stuff, but I don't mind because they actually last you very long and there is no wire involved, so there's like less clutter. So this is that, which I'm going to leave down below. For my camera, I use the 80D. So I purchased the body before, and I got the Sigma lens in what is it called, Sigma lens 18. So that's what it says. It is 18 to 35 millimeter lens. So I used to actually have a lens and a camera. I think, if I believe it was 60D camera from Canon, and it came with a standard lens. That's when I first started my YouTube journey, like 6-7 years ago, and that was a horrible camera in my I mean, not horrible. In fact, like when you're starting off, I personally think like I invested about 700 euros in that camera, and thanks to my dad, because he was the one who actually purchased it for me. But that camera was just not good because the lens was just too, it wasn't like good quality as this one is, of course, because it was cheaper. It just came with the kit, and also you couldn't do much with it. Like there was not much movement that you could do with that lens. So, however, like after years of like searching and like looking around, I stumbled upon one of the YouTubers, and she was using this camera, and she was just nice enough to share it with her subscribers, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go and buy that because the quality of her videos was just so crisp and clear that I just wanted the exact same thing. So that was about like over £1,000, both of them. But you know what, this is probably the best camera. It has autofocus in it, so I don't actually need to worry about focusing like manually. So when I put like something in front, it just focuses itself. If you see my previous videos, or you know, you'd be able to see that it just focuses very nicely. It's very quick with its focus. There is not much of a noise either for focusing, whereas like some cameras has they've got like loud noises when they focus on something. So I really like this camera, and you know what, the body and the lens really matter. I think like with body, if you are looking for making videos like sit down videos like me, then this one is great. And lens, I prefer this one as well because it's just, it was about like maybe £600. I'll have to check because I bought it about maybe a year or 2 years ago now, but it is worthwhile, trust me. Like invest in this one and you are not going to regret it. For my mic, I use the Rode Mic Pro Plus. I used to have the old Rode mic attached to it, but I just wanted to have a better quality of audio, and I thought, like, you know what, it's a one-time investment, so I invested about £230. I bought this from Amazon as well, and this tripod stand is from my ring light. So you can use any tripod stand for the filming lights. You can just attach them. This one actually comes with different color, what do you call it, filters, but I'd never need to use them. Sorry for the mess over there, but you guys don't actually see that in the video normally, so it's fine, it's on that side. However, yes, this is something you can purchase separately as well. Any tripod should work. You just need to just put it on, and that is it. This is quite small, the light, and it works so, like, it's so bright. Like when you put it on the full setting, it's amazing. But I never need to use it on the highest setting, but it gives you like warm light and white light as well. So it's, yeah, I love this light. The tripod for the camera I just bought from Amazon. It's the Manfrotto tripod. It is very heavy duty. It can literally, the stand can go as high up as your, like, even maybe above your own height. So it's really tall. So for somebody who needs to like film outside, they can actually use this. And even like for indoors, it's amazing. It holds the camera really well. It is very easy to maneuver. It's very smooth. And yeah, what else can I say? It is just, it's got quite a few functions, and it is really good quality. Like literally when I bought it, when I picked it up, I could tell that it was amazing quality. Obviously it's a bit pricey, but it's like once in a lifetime purchase. So once you purchase this, you would not need to go back and purchase anything else after that. This mic actually plugs into this mic actually plugs into the camera right there, and once I start filming, I don't need to worry about where, like, you know, some microphones give you like separate audio where you need to go and like merge them together. This one is just one, like as soon as you import your video, the audio is going to be automatically in it, so you just kind of like transport it into the camera and like into the SD card. So it's pretty easy because I'm a lazy person in that sense. I need it to be easy and simple so I can just make more videos and for it to be quick. For my screen, so I use a laptop. If you can see over here, I've got my MacBook. So I attach a cable which goes all the way to my laptop, and this is where I sit and I actually see myself filming. I don't know if you guys can see the live view at the moment because I don't actually have an SD card in there. No, you can. So we'll just increase the light a little bit. So this is what you guys can see. Yeah, so what I do, I attach it and automatically I've got like Canon thing like application live view, remote live view installed in here, and this is what helps me know that I'm in focus. Before I used to actually use the camera, because the camera actually has a flip screen, so you can flip the screen out and you'd be able to see yourself. However, I searched and searched and searched because I used to have a problem with 60D because it didn't have an autofocus, so I was always out of focus when I would film, and it was such a pain. So I had to find a different way, so I ended up like finding this way, like basically getting a cable, switching it to this, and then you can literally like control everything from here. So I'm just going to show you, I'm going to zoom you guys in and show you. So let's get into this. So this is, I don't know exactly what they call it, shutter speed. So I keep my shutter speed at 140. So what that does is, if I do it at 130, it's just going to go brighter. It's how much light it would let in. So I just keep it at 140. It just depends how strong your lighting is and how much light you have. If it's like dark, like in the background, then you can just like obviously go 130, 120 or something, and it's just going to make it lighter. However, you just need to make sure that you don't muddle around too much with the settings, because sometimes it actually can affect your video quality. So this is the f-stop aperture, sorry, f-stop aperture. I'm not too good with these things, but f-stop is 2. If I do say 180, it's just going to go brighter. So I don't exactly know what it does, but I'm going to try and leave like explanation of things that I've mentioned over here down below, like in like sentences, so it's probably easier for people who want to know to understand. And then these are the 2 things, and what else is the detail settings. This is what I click, and you know, there is contrast that you can actually change. So I keep my contrast pretty high because I feel that the quality of the picture would be really, really good if I keep it on a higher contrast, because it's just going to be like a bit more crisp and clear, and you know, the crisper the quality, it just is nice, you know. I really like it. So saturation is pretty high as well. I keep the saturation high, and the color tone you can change here as well, and of course the sharpness strength is at the top. So yeah, you can obviously like just play around with what you have and what you want to, like, you know, set it up to. So the camera, actually, you know what, we're going to switch back to the DSLR and I'm going to tell you the rest of the stuff. So now I'm shooting back with my DSLR camera, and you guys can probably see a shift in the quality of the video, of course. So I wanted to just sit down and talk a little bit about the whole equipment thing, and how I basically kind of like started and what I bought. So first of all, when I started about 7-8 years ago, I bought the 60D camera, which is a DSLR. So I started off with the DSLR thinking that any DSLR that you buy is going to provide you a very good quality, but I was very wrong. I was young, I didn't do much research, and I just went to the market, like to the store, and I actually just asked the guy and he gave whatever he thought was best. But yeah, it was my mistake. I didn't know anything about YouTube at that time, so I ended up picking the wrong camera. So bought that camera at that time, and there was no light, so I just started without a light. And I was filming with that camera for a very long time, and I struggled a lot because when I came to London with that camera, the places that I was staying in was just like a small room. I didn't have much of a space to actually like space it out. So when you have a kit lens, it is not that great. So that one didn't have autofocus built in, it didn't, so you had to like manually focus. So I was like at times out of focus, and it was just like a lot, like it used to really annoy me, and it used to kind of like put me off making videos. And I used that for the longest time, and then I was like, you know what, I was seeing other YouTubers and seeing how good the video quality was, and I decided to actually like up my game. So at that time I bought a ring light from Newer, and that kind of died on me, so I switched, because you know what, the at that time the ring lights that were in the market when the whole new shebang started, it was, I can't remember the name, but it was not from London, it was another one. It was actually quite expensive, so I didn't want to spend about £300-400 on a ring light, so I just waited when the newer started selling ring lights when I bought one, and that kind of changed a little bit of the way my videos look. But then I ended up buying soft boxes as well, so I used to have like 2 soft boxes and started filming like that. But then again, my camera was not providing the quality that I wanted, so I ended up shifting from that ring light and the camera. I just changed my camera to this one, A2D, and I bought this lens, and that completely like changed the quality of my video, providing that I had 2 soft boxes and a ring light. And then at a point I changed my ring light as well, because that one died on me, so the newer one came with a new ring light, which was better quality and a little bit pricier than the previous one, but it was really good quality, which I still have with me. So I started using that. But again, the soft boxes in my room was taking a lot of space, and when I moved to this apartment, I was like, you know what, I need to because I ended up selling the soft boxes, so I was like, I need some kind of light. The ring light was not providing me that kind of quality of video that I wanted, so I obviously stumbled upon like Carly Bible's video, and then I ended up buying this one that I shared with you guys. And you can tell for yourself, the light is so much in itself that I don't need any soft boxes. I don't need a third light. Or, you know, sometimes I actually see YouTubers having like a whole studio and the whole shebang, and it's just so expensive. Whereas I just think like sometimes when you just have like a certain amount of space that you want to work with, and then you just need to learn how to make do with like smaller things, and you can actually get a good quality video with less things as well. So if you guys, I say so many times, it just pisses me off as well, but if you are a new YouTuber and you are starting off, I would suggest you start off with an iPhone, because iPhone has a great camera built in it, especially if you have the new iPhones that are coming out with like 4K videos, and even like iPhone 10. I have iPhone 10, and if I was to put it right now in front of it, it would give me a good quality, especially when you're starting out and you don't have any subscribers, and you just want to like, you don't want to splash onto something that's really expensive, because that's going to end up just emptying your pockets, and you realizing at the end that this is not something that I want to do. So just test it out and see if you like it, and then slowly just build up your kit, because it is quite expensive to get a camera, get the microphone, and get the light. It is like, at least I'm talking about 2 grand, so roughly just keep 2 grand on the side. That's how much it is going to cost you to get the whole kit if you are trying to upgrade it. But just do it slowly. I think like if you have your mobile phone, just buy the light. The light is not that expensive, so just invest in the light, and just make videos and see how it goes, and then take it from there. So I guess this is all I had to say and show you guys in this particular video. I'm trying to think, was there anything else that I would like to share with you guys? And if you have any questions, like in terms of like settings that I use, or anything in regards to like YouTube, you guys can actually leave me comments down below, and I will answer them for you, because I'm so happy to answer them and share my you know, behind the scenes of how I film, and like tips and tricks, anything that you guys don't know and you are trying to do YouTube. Because you know what, I really struggled, and the amount of research I did was insane. I literally used to just sit and like do research, find YouTube videos, like just try and find information before I am purchasing anything. Or even like when it comes to editing, I still to this day do a lot of research, because there are a lot of things that I still don't know, and I just want to make my video even better than what it is at the moment. So you just remember that when you do get a DSLR, that you have to have certain settings, which I have already shown you. So play around with your settings, because the light and the settings after getting a DSLR is one important thing. Because I was using my camera on like normal settings, that it was just the standard ones that it was already preset to it, and the quality was really bad, and I didn't know what happened. And then it just struck to me one day, I was like, you know what, I need to change my settings in the thing over here in the application. And once I did it, it just became amazing. So it's just like it's a learning process, so just don't get disheartened by it. Don't think like, oh, you know, my quality is not that good of videos. Just don't worry about it, just do it, because I have been through it, hence why I know how one would feel about it. I have been disheartened about videos so many times because I was like, what am I doing wrong? Where am I going wrong that I am actually not getting any subscribers? For the longest time I was stuck at a number, and I was like, you know what, I am not getting any subscribers. So I just turned my mind around and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to do it as a hobby and enjoy how, like, you know, just enjoy filming, because I personally like creating, editing. It's just a creative work which I enjoy, and it takes my mind off everything else, because obviously I suffer from anxiety and like kind of like depression from times as well, and living by myself I really need to keep myself busy, and this is one of the good things that I have. It really helps me, because you know there is a community out there, and when you just, you know, you can just talk to you. Literally I sit down and I just talk to the camera, and it just takes my mind off things. I can, like, you know, it just makes my heart really light. So yeah, and you can just can't, I can make new friends off YouTube, so it's just a bonus. And yeah, so just don't get disheartened, just carry on with it. If that's one of your dreams to do, just get on it and do it today. Don't waste your time, don't think about it too much, because I know I have a friend who was like, you know, a lot of people are kind of like worried about like the backlash that you get on YouTube and stuff, but don't worry about it, because you don't. I haven't got no backlash so far. There are like odd one or two comments that I got, but I don't even bother about them, because you know, I don't give them too much air. It's just, there is no point. I do what I do, you know, I enjoy it. And out of those like 100 comments that I got, for example, only one person has said something odd, so it just really doesn't bother me. So don't get yourself down, and just like get into it and start making videos and see where it takes you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I loved filming it, because I wanted to do it for the longest time, but my setup was not at that point where I was content with it. So now I am, and I've shared it all with you guys. Any other questions you guys have, do not hesitate to ask me a question. Just leave it down in the comments bar below. And don't forget to subscribe and like, and turn on the bell notifications for more videos like these, and leave me a note down in the comment and let me know what kind of videos you would like me to make, and any kind of video with information or anything in regards to YouTube, just let me know in the comments down below what kind of videos you would like to see next from me, and I will try my best to make them, because I am on a roll at the moment and I would love to make them for you guys. That's about it. I should catch you guys in my next one.